Hi all my class 6 students. Today I am going to explain your first chapter of geography subject, representation of geographical features. Here you need to know what is geography. Remember, geo and graphy, both the word make geography word. Geo means earth and graphy means description. So geography means description of the earth. But if you want to say the definition, you remember geography is a science that deals with description, distribution and physical features of the earth's surface. Here some of the important definition you need to know. First one is the globe. Globe is a small preview of the earth, or globe is a small model of the earth. Depend on globe, you need to know our whole earth. If you see the globe, you can find some of the horizontal and some of the vertical line is there. This horizontal line is called latitude and the vertical line is called longitude. So depend on the vertical line and horizontal line, means latitude and the longitude, we know about our earth. Next one is the map. You remember, map is a flat representation of our earth. Sometimes we can show the whole earth by the map and sometimes we can show the part of the earth by map. Third one is the sketch. A sketch is a rough drawing of an area. When we make any of the sketch of any of the place, we don't need any kind of the scale. If I ask you make a sketch on your school campus, so that time you need to make only the entrance of the school building, next is the main school building, left side is the school canteen, and in between the playground. If you made this particular thing by any line or box, this is called the sketch. Here we not need to use any kind of the scale. Next one is the plan. A plan is a drawing that shows the horizontal section of a small area or a building. It is useful because it tells us where exactly things are on the ground. It means when we make a plan of any of the particular building or any of the particular place, we need to use scale. Without scale, we don't make any of the plan of a particular place. So these four important things is needed to know here. After that, I am going to tell you the classification of the maps. You need to know the map is divided by 5 particular maps. First one is the I am telling you, first one is the political map, second one is the physical map, third one is the thematic map, fourth one topographical map, and fifth one is the navigational map. So first, when we explain the political map, you need to know when we show the boundaries of a countries or state or district or cities by a map, this map is called political map. If you see in your book, you can find some of the map is there, and if it is a world map, you can get lots of the countries. If you found this is the India map, maybe some of the state boundary is there. So this kind of the map is called political map. But what is physical map? Physical map means when we show the physical features. Physical features means like river, like forest, like plateau, plain, mountain, etc. we can find on that particular map. It's called physical map. Third one is the thematic map. Here you remember, thematic map means only one thing we can show by this map. Only one thing. Suppose we can show the population distribution by a map. This is called the thematic map. Suppose we show the climate of an area by a particular map. So this is called thematic map. Fourth is the topographical map. You remember, topographical map means we show the physical and cultural both features in a single map. This is called topographical map. Physical means you know that those things made by nature, these are called the physical maps, like river, like mountain, plateau, plain. But the cultural features means man-made features, like temple, like building, like roadways, like railways. These things are made by man. So this is called the man-made features or cultural features. So when we can get two things, physical and cultural features, both in a single map, very details, this is called topographical map. Next one is the navigational map. You remember navigational maps used by sailors or pilot to find the direction. Next point, I am going to explain the use of map or the importance of the map. Why map is important for us. First of all, you remember map provide knowledge. Map also provide details regarding any of the place. Map also provide the direction of a particular place. So that's why it's important for the teachers and students also. Second point, it's very easy to carry the map from one place to another place. You can fold the map and you can keep it in your pocket very easily. You can roll the map and you can put in your bag very easily. So it's help to the travelers a lot. Why? Because when the travelers move from one place to another place, if the particular place is unknown by these travelers, that time they can carry the maps which help these particular travelers a lot. And third point, you remember over map we found lots of the symbol, lots of the colors sometimes, and these particular colors and symbol talk about lots of the physical features, lots of the things over the map. Next point is the elements of the maps. What is elements of the maps? We know the maps is most important in geography subject, but there is a lots of things which is help us to learn the map very easily. These are called elements. There are 6 elements which is most important to know the map exactly. These are the title, scale, direction, conventional signs, colors and legends. In my next video I am going to explain all the elements in details. So in this video I explained up to this much. You can learn from your book. First 2-3 pages it's given. Whatever I explained today, you can learn and try to understand these things. Next video I am going to explain all the elements and the other things. Thank you.